अब हम बात करेंगे ब्रिटिश हाई कमीशन से। एक ज़बरदस्त गेस्ट हमारे साथ हैं, हेड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन एंड पब्लिक डिप्लोमेसी एट ब्रिटिश हाई कमीशन। वो काम कर रहे हैं पवन कुमार ढांडा। इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, ढांडा इज राइट? ओके, पवन कुमार ढांडा, वेलकम टू द शो। सारी चीजें
गुफ्तगू होने वाली है। अगर आप अपने बच्चे के लिए स्कॉलरशिप के बारे में इंटरेस्टेड हैं, सीरियस हैं, क्या करना चाहिए, आज आपको पता चलेगा। सही। welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So how has the 2 years been in Pakistan?
I have loved my time in Pakistan
Really?
so far. I've been really lucky to be able to go all the way from Hunza to be down in here in Karachi, and I've had the most warm welcome. I've managed to eat the most amazing food, see the most amazing sights, and I can't get enough. And I'm looking forward to exploring more of this beautiful
What about
country.
the spice? It's so spicy here, the food in Karachi.
In Karachi it is. You guys love your lal mirch. You guys really love
I
it.
don't.
You?
But you're
Don't
from
you?
They like it.
Oh,
I know.
he does. You
You're
don't.
from India. You're used to of it because you have, you are born
No.
there and working in Pakistan. So you have a bit of both, like both cultures, Pakistan and India. So it helps a lot. It must, helps a
bit
lot.
of both.
in
My
the work you
mussy,
do.
if she's making it, she'll put about 15 mirch into one patila. My mum will only put 2. And I think I've got my mum's genes rather than hers.
Yeah.
We can't eat mussies food because it's too hot.
कराची में जरा ज़्यादा ही स्पाइस है, कुछ नॉर्मल उससे ज़्यादा ही है।
So, you're working here as a, head of communication. So, alongside your work, what you're doing, what are your activities when it comes to like development, education, women empowerment? What work you're doing in this regard, and how do you see Pakistan as a developing nation?
So one of the big challenges that we're working on here is climate change. And it's a topic which we're trying to create more of a conversation around. Journalists and the media have a huge role to play in that as well. Pakistan, sadly, is one of the least prepared countries for climate change. And as we've seen, is one of the most affected. And here in 2022, of course, the terrible floods, we saw the impact that it had. But, if you go up to Punjab and you look at the impact of the heat and the heat waves, the lack of water and drought, what that does to food and to crops. So a lot of what we're trying to do is to help prepare Pakistan to adapt, to make it resilient. So that's a big focus of our work. And you spoke rightly about gender. Sadly, women are the most affected by the impacts of climate change through the work that they do. Often is outside. They don't have other means to support to not have to go outside. So that's a lot of what we're doing here. We still do a lot on education. So a lot of reform. We work closely with the government of
lot
Pakistan.
And
needs to be
especially the
done.
scholarships.
Exactly.
education, yes.
Yeah.
And so we send between 30 to 60 students overseas each year where they do a 1 year's masters in the UK. We're just finishing the interview process for this year, and they get to go and live at different parts from Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, Wales, and study fully paid. That's their flights, that's their food, that's their tuition
So
fees.
what do I have to do to qualify?
So that-
me.
So it will open again in September.
Okay.
And there is a series of short essays that you do, and then there's an interview process that we do. My advice is always to speak to alumni, speak to people that have already gone through the process and find out how they did it. But it's an amazing opportunity, just to study in the UK, but you get to live around and people
Yeah, but
travel.
still the criteria, like after A levels, O levels,
Yeah.
when can they apply and for which program?
So you need to have already done an undergraduate degree. And then you need to have done some work experience as well. So it's aimed at mid-career
You see,
professionals.
Nadia is very much concerned about her
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
and
My
she
son
always
is
talk about
16.
them.
Don't worry.
What about people-to-people
But
contact?
my daughter
When
is
we-
already studying in Canada and there was no major
Amazing.
scholarship, so I don't want to repeat that mistake again. I think the kids who are brilliant, they should be encouraged to go because they
Absolutely.
worked hard, they should get a scholarship. And those who have not, I think still they need to get the scholarship and they deserve.
And it is aimed at, it's exactly that. It's about creating an environment to just remove some of those barriers. We're really proud. We get students from Balochistan, KP, Islamabad, Punjab, the north. We get it from every part of Pakistan, and it's about a 50-50 gender. We get different studies, different students.
Pawan, please tell us something about perception of Pakistan back in UK, because there is war on terror and extremism issue and all that. So people have a misperception about Pakistan that we are people are extremists over here. So how do you change that perception, and how can you help in this regard?
I think you're right. When I had some friends that just came over to visit 2 weeks ago, and we've been talking for about 6 months about what we need to do to plan and to prepare, and they were a bit nervous because you only see, as you say, a
Yes.
side of Pakistan in the news
Exactly.
in a lot of these countries, and They've just had the most amazing 2 weeks,
Really?
seeing the cherry blossoms in
Hospitable
Hunza,
people,
going
yes.
into Skaddu, driving around, seeing Badshahi Mosque, going to Lahore Fort, Delhi Gate, eating all of the street food. And you know what they've said? 6 months ago, they were really scared of coming. Now they're saying, we want to come back, and this time we want to come to Karachi. And that's the reality of it. When people see what Pakistan is like, when they see the hospitality and the warmth, they want
Because
to...
I think, unfortunately, in the media, they're depicting a very negative image of us when they show our streets, our cities. That's why people are
And
scared
when they
to
actually
come.
come here, things are a lot different. What they,
Yeah.
what people preach over there. So you talked about education. Education should be first priority, and whenever we talk about development, it is just through development we can flourish as a nation. So there is a different education system over here. There's a class system, private schools and government schools. So what are you working in this regard to bridge the gap between the private sector and public sector so that people get benefited through that?
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, not all of those issues are unique to Pakistan, sadly. We see those issues with class and structures and public versus private across the globe, including in parts of the West as well. A lot of what our work focuses on is working closely with the ministries to use UK experts to come in and say, look, this is how we do things, or these are things that you consider, and using their specialist expertise, as you say, to what they call mobilized finance, which means just to generate finance from the private sector and put that in. And that's not just on education, it's on things like health
Sector,
it's on things like the climate change work that we need to see as well. But also things like, it sounds really boring,
SME is giving people,
collecting tax.
teaching them art of
It's not
fishing. Yes.
exciting.
And
it's
your
not-
background is very interesting. You're from India, but UK based. Huh?
Yes.
Based in the UK, raised in the UK,
Yeah.
and working now in Pakistan also, mashallah. And your relatives are from Faisalabad, if
Yes.
I'm not wrong.
So I grew up in Birmingham, which there's plenty of Pakistanis, plenty
Of
of Indians,
course.
plenty
So
of
you have
everyone.
It's like Sahiwal.
It's a,
Yeah.
yes.
Mini
So
Sahiwal.
what about culture and music? Because your roots are there in India. India is
नहीं, वो
rich in
फैसलाबाद
culture.
वाली बात. Who is from Faisalabad?
So my nanny is from Faisalabad, and last year my mum came to visit me in Pakistan, and she's from, if anyone's watching and they have any understanding of Dijkot, and there's a particular pen called Monkot, let me know, because I'm trying to find where my nanny's home was. So anyway, my mum came with us and we drove to Faisalabad, and while we couldn't find the family home, we could at least get her to walk around and see the pen that her mum, who sadly passed away 2 years ago, so it was a nice connection just to see where
Those
she
were the
grew up and to
memories,
see
yes.
the local area.
That connection is very strong.
So
You cannot
emotional.
miss
It's,
it.
It
it's
was.
very emotional.
It
She
was
must have
really
been crying.
Yeah.
Remembering
There was an
her mom
amazing
also.
family that
So
were there, took us into
we
their house.
are like countries in Europe. They have developed through tourism, and Pakistan is lagging behind. And there are so many reasons for that. It's been like 20 years that 9/11 and all that. How can we improve in this head so that people are to motivate them, foreigners, to come to Pakistan and visit our those places which are amazing?
Yeah, you're right. And I know Prime Minister Sharif and the government here really wants to see this happening as well. You don't need to almost sell the sites. You see the pictures of Hunza, Natia Gali, Lahore, Karachi. People will come. I think there's probably some work to be done around just some of the infrastructure, so making sure that people have got enough places to stay, that they can get around securely and safely, and that they've got the transport infrastructure in place. Just understanding some of the kind of processes and culture, but I don't think it's far off. I think it will come, and I
Right,
know
it's
that
flourishing.
government
So Pavan, it's been 2 years you are in Pakistan. What one thing when you will go back to UK
You will miss.
cherish that thing?
the warmth of Pakistani people, the hospitality, people taking me into their homes, letting me have dinner with them and their families.
All the
It's
salt of the world is in Pakistan.
all of the salt of the world. And then the food as well. Oh my gosh. My mom's going to tell me off because I can't stop.
Your 3 favorite dishes.
Oh, 3 favourite dishes. I went to Wahid's on Burns Road, and the fried kebab that I had there was just, I can still taste it.
Biryani is not in the list. I'm amazed.
Coming,
You
yeah.
know what?
यार अभी
You know
top
what?
3 है.
Nahari.
Nihari.
I had a really good nahari at Malik's on Daraji Food Street.
In
And
Karachi?
that was, here, and some just, when they do the fresh naan and it's just crispy and it breaks
Right
in
there
front.
and then.
Oh,
Damn.
that was perfect.
Mali Nihari.
Okay, 2 and
yes.
3rd.
Oh, I feel like I have to say biryani. You're going to be so upset.
No, it's okay, up to you. I'm not a big fan
What
of
about
biryani.
Halim?
It's
What about
fine.
Halim?
You know,
it's a
the third
famous
one?
like
Gajja halwa.
kacha halwa.
But that's this. It's like carrot halwa.
Gajar
That's
ka
Gajar
gajar ka
halwa.
halwa, yes, carrot halwa.
That for me,
Kacha
is
halwa,
just,
मैं
you can just eat that by the
Really?
bowl. But I could go on. I could probably give you 10. Simia
so,
is just.
you do exercise a lot, I think, because your eating habit is. I think you eat a lot.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I don't think so. No, not that much.
Not enough. Not enough.
Right.
Chane, we haven't chane naan a lot as well when I was in Lahore.
Chane naan a lot.
And then even in the north, you know, the food across Pakistan is so different from when you come to Karachi. So I was just eating fresh river trout.
Oh,
And there's no mirch, it was just beautifully kind of salted with some orange inside and some light masala and just really slowly grilled. So it's the diversity of the food that you get here is amazing.
Pavan, are you
So
married? Do you have kids?
I'm not married, no kids. I've just got 2 billi and that's it.
To Billy?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Rani
Uh-huh.
and Santri.
Why girl names?
They're both girls. They're both girls. But Santri is a little orange cat. So
But
and
find someone for you because
Okay.
it's very important in life.
Has
You
my mom
cannot-
sent you?
Yes.
My mom has
I was
sent
going to
me
ask
to do
that.
this.
What about the mom pressure? Do you get
Yeah.
that also? Because we have it here.
You know what the thing is? Mom actually has calmed down. Dad, he's the one that's always pushing for this.
Right. So, Pavan, we'll have to close the show, but anything that you want to, communicate or
I think you
say
were just
or
getting started.
give your
यार.
message.
अभी तो बातें शुरू हुई थी. I
Exactly.
wanted to ask him about the dramas also. Any Pakistani dramas that you
Dramas,
watched? and
music,
liked?
yes.
And music also.
So the music scene here is amazing. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to have a favorite Coke Studio
why
album, but album 14. I listened to
season
that.
14 was the best.
Season 14, I think I listened to that a few times a week. And everyone thinks Pasuri, which of course is amazing. Love Ali Sethi and love all of that. But the other tracks on that album as well. I'm listening to Joel by Manu
is so
a
nice.
lot. That's my daily
Oh,
wake-up
wow.
song at the moment as
Amazing.
well.
Do you sing?
It's best I don't.
Oh, come on.
It's best for
Anything in
everyone, I
Urdu,
don't.
just
And the
salam in
drama.
Urdu and all that.
And the drama also, you watched
A bit of
Noor
the
Jahan.
dramas, yeah, Noor Jahan a little bit last year. And that's my focus for this year is to watch some more of the Pakistani
you-
dramas. I
you
know
must.
that even in the UK, you know how many people watch the
Crazy.
Pakistani dramas in the
Pakistani
UK.
dramas.
It's incredible the
Yes.
audience that it's got in the US and Canada as
I'm
well.
sure your
It's a
mom
mini
is watching.
Pakistan like
Mom is
UK.
watching.
Pakistanis are a lot in numbers. They are,
Yeah,
settled in
everywhere.
UK.
And even the Indians there, they love to
Indians
watch
there.
our dramas. को अच्छे लगते हैं बहुत. उनकी मम्मी भी देखती
Exactly.
होंगे. वो कह रहे हैं हाँ मेरी मम्मी देखती हैं. Thank you so much, Pavan.
Thanks
you.
a lot for
Wonderful to be
coming.
here.
We'll definitely invite you when you will go back to UK. Before that, you should come to our show again.
And when you go to the northern side again, make a vlog.
I will.
Please do that.
Yeah, I will.
Thank
I
you
will.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
तो जनाब ये ब्रिटिश हाई कमिश्नर से हमारे पास थे हेड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन पवन कुमार और बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग उनसे
क्या communicate कर रहे थे हमारे से?
और जाहिर है उनका काम ही है हेड ऑफ
और क्या
कम्युनिकेशन
हमने जबरदस्त इंग्लिश में communicate
अंग्रेजी
किया?
में।
हमें भी नंबर मिलने चाहिए.